Finding the right gaming mouse can be tricky, more so than headsets, because there's so much personal preference that goes into it, whether it's ergonomics, grip style, the weight that you want, the extra buttons that you need, or polling rate if you want to be an esports player, but let's be real. All that does factor into what is the best gaming mouse, but you know what else matters? Price. Regardless of how much you're willing to spend though, I got a recommendation for you based on my first-hand experience, and for this I focused on all-rounders that offer top performance whether I'm trying to rank up in Valorant, clear raids in Final Fantasy XIV, or if I just need something comfortable for everyday use as I work. So here are my 5 favorite gaming mice from budget to best. Let's get to it. If you're really tight on money and need to replace an aging gaming mouse or a standard office mouse without breaking the bank, there is none I can recommend more than the SteelSeries Rival 3. It has a symmetrical design that's still a good fit for fingertip and claw style grips, and has a little RGB around the base and on the SteelSeries logo for some flash. But most importantly, it's comfortable and accurate to the point where I don't mind using it in ranked matches of Counter-Strike 2, for example. It may not have the most sophisticated tech as it taps out at 8500 max DPI, but even then, the TrueMove optical sensor is still very accurate. Its left and right clicks aren't quite as tactile as my current favorites, and the side buttons are a little thin, but that doesn't hold it back from performing under pressure. It goes for a sort of one-size-fits-all design, but I had no problems whipping it around for shooters. The fact that you can get a mouse that performs at this level for $20 to $30, whether you're getting the wired or wireless version, is an incredible value, and it is my choice for the super budget gaming mouse. I'm a fan of Logitech's entire mouse catalog, dating back to the MX518 cause I'm old and washed up, but competition is stiff at the high end, so here I am recommending the G305 LightSpeed as one of the top picks for budget level wireless gaming mice. Something to note, it does require one AA battery, however it clocks in around 250 hours of battery life, so you should be fine. It sports a very simple design though, similar to the old Logitech G Pro mouse. It might be small, but it has a certain density that makes it feel solid. If you're looking for lightweight, it may be a little too heavy at 99 grams, but preferences aside, it performs as great as you could possibly ask from a wireless mouse. Logitech's LightSpeed tech and super accurate hero sensor give you top performance, and its crunchy clicks and solid scroll wheel round out the basics for this mouse. I wish the side buttons were a little bigger, but hey, I'm willing to concede considering that you could find the Logitech G305 LightSpeed for around $40 to $50 when it's on sale, which is often. I gotta give props to HyperX for the PulseFire Haste 2, which has become one of my favorite gaming mice under $100. It's super light at 61 grams and has slight but noticeable contours that work well in any grip style. It rocks HyperX's accurate precision 26K sensor, and its crunchy clicks have a satisfying tactility that's great for rapid tapping. It can reach upwards of 100 hours of battery life under ideal conditions as well. Touches like being able to tuck the 2.4 wireless dongle underneath the mouse, the firm feel of the side buttons, and the smooth mouse feet are nice. This is a high performance mouse though, so you get really good bang for your buck, especially when you can find it on sale for around $70 bucks. The DeathAdder has been Razer's flagship mouse for nearly 2 decades now, and for good reason. I think the V3 HyperSpeed might be my absolute favorite gaming mouse right now. It strikes a balance between style, ergonomics, and performance, and the V3 HyperSpeed is the best version yet. Surprisingly, Razer went with a more nondescript look without any RGB for this model, but I dig the sleek look, and it lets the rest of the mouse speak for itself. The springy, responsive clicks of both the left and right mouse buttons are great. Its side buttons are nice and big, and the 26K optical sensor is plenty accurate for the competitive scene. It also gets a number of small things right, such as its grippy, smooth touch texture and the smartly designed contours and grooves that make it fit like a glove. It is the mouse that has the best fit for my hand since the MX518. The extra large surface area for the mouse feet also let it glide smoothly across my desk mat, and the fact that it weighs in at a super light 55 grams means it's effortless to use day in and day out. For a mouse of this caliber, I would say that the DeathAdder V3 HyperSpeed is reasonably priced at $100, and it is by far one of my top recommendations for gaming mice. For those who want the tippy top performance and aspire to be pro-level esports players, I have one more recommendation for y'all, and that is the Razer Viper V3 Pro. Now, it shares a lot of similarities to the DeathAdder V3 that I just recommended, but there are a few key differences that set them apart. The Viper V3 Pro is capable of a polling rate of up to 8,000 Hz, meaning it sends inputs to your PC at a much faster rate than typical 1,000 Hz mice on paper. The difference is very hard to notice if you don't have the best gear to minimize latency across the input pipeline. Think frame rate, refresh rate, response time, etc. Still, the comfort of knowing you're getting the fastest and snappiest tracking will appeal to competitive folks. Even if you're using this mouse at the standard 1000 Hz, which is plenty fast for competitive play, it does everything else correct on top of that. The wider surface area of the mouse feet give it the smoothest control I've had on my desk mat, and it has super responsive mouse buttons for easy rapid clicking. It's a symmetrical mouse, so it may not gel with you as well as the DeathAdder V3, but the Viper V3 manages to sport a bigger size while staying super lightweight at 54 grams, making it a fantastic fit for those with larger hands. The only annoying part about it is that you have to use the hyperpolling receiver to use the mouse wirelessly, and the receiver requires a USB cable for connectivity. This mouse was designed with competitive FPS in mind, so if that's your priority, you won't mind this slight compromise at all. This is a pretty big investment though, because the Viper V3 Pro goes for a normal price of $160, but if you don't mind the hefty price tag, this is the mouse you'll want. So those are my top picks for the best gaming mice from budget to best. If you got a problem with any of my recommendations, well, you can roast me in the comments. I won't mind. But I suggest you go over to IGN.com for all of our buying guides on every peripheral imaginable. Until next time, for all the things in the world of gaming and tech, stick with IGN.